Positive parenting is ridiculous. In fact, it's downright stupid. There, I said it. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly why that is. And even if you're the biggest proponent of positive parenting, I guarantee that when you hear me out in this video, I'm even going to make you a believer, so stay tuned.
The strongest influence in your child's life wins. Is that you?
I'm Brad Zude, and this is Influencer Parenting.
Welcome everyone, I'm Brad Zude of InfluencerParenting.com. We're #1 best-selling parenting authors. We work with thousands of families all over the world, and look, the strongest influence in the life of your child wins. So the only question is this: is that you? And on this channel, we help parents do exactly that. I think positive parenting is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. And in order to do that, I need to lay a little bit of groundwork for this conversation. So if you wanna talk what parenting style is better and all this kind of stuff, you actually have to know and understand the objective of parenting. The objective of parenting is to raise and train adults to go out and be effective in the real world. Whatever that means for you and your family, right? Some people think that's becoming a doctor. Some people that means having a family. Some people means that's becoming a pastor or chasing your passion or whatever your definition for that is. But ultimately, it's our jobs to be the strongest influence in the lives of our child to make that happen. See, when it's all said and done and they're all grown up and you can't ground them and you can't take away their iPhone and you can't put them in timeout, all you're gonna be left with is your ability to influence them. In other words, do you ever wonder how some of your other parenting friends seem to have fantastic relationships with their parents? Like the husbands go fishing with their dads, the wives go shopping and have coffee with their moms like all the time. And some people have like bad and broken and strained relationship with their parents and they're not really friends. Yeah, that's because of influence. One set of parents has the ability to influence their adult children. The other set of parents have created a relationship to where the adult parents now don't want to be around their parents anymore. Another way to look at your job would be like this. Let's say that you're a boxing coach and your job is to train boxers to go in the ring and box and ultimately win a championship. Then your job as a boxing coach becomes preparing your boxer to the best of your ability to have success in the ring. And the last thing we would ever want to do as a boxing coach is not give our boxer the reality of what is inside that ring and prepare them to the best of our abilities for success. And that's exactly the opposite of what positive parenting does. Positive parenting creates a false reality about what's inside that boxing ring. So let me get out my handy dandy whiteboard and show you what I'm talking about, okay? So the majority of people that watch my channel, and you can like and subscribe by the way, are women, are moms, right? So we're gonna put mom right up here at the top. Okay, so here's mom, and over here we have the real world, okay? What's really out there, and over here we have your child, okay? And what's mom's job? Mom's job, because she's been in the real world, she has experience, then her job is to go over and translate that experience, wisdom, and knowledge to her child, which means that we have to accurately depict the real world to our children. One of the many problems with positive parenting is that it creates a false reality to our children. We shield them from this real world and create a fantasy fun world that they get to live in where things are positive all the time, setting our children up for massive failure in the real world. Look, here at Influencer Parenting, we don't advocate negative parenting. We don't advocate being an authoritarian parenting where it's just my way or the highway, do as I say. We don't advocate for punishing your children all the time and being harsh with them. But we do advocate for being real and genuine with our children about exactly how life works. So mom, think about your life. Is it positive all the time? Is it easy all the time? Is there always people saying nice things to you? Is there always people just gushing over the latest thing you did, telling you how wonderful you are? Is there not ever any negative consequences? Is there not ever a boss that you don't like? Are there no taxes? Are there no authority? These are the things in life that we have to teach our children. So I'm going to go over a couple specific examples to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Reason I don't like positive parenting, number one. Positive parenting says you have to be extremely sensitive of your child's feelings, and the goal is to not hurt your child's feelings. We need to speak to them in a positive way that teaches and instructs them. And we never want to be demeaning towards them or have their emotional needs not met or have them have a low self-esteem. Look, that is a complete false reality. If you were nothing but sunshine and rainbows to your children all the time, I could not think of anything worse. Why do I say that? Because the real world is going to throw a whole bag of emotions at them. The real world is going to chew them up and spit them out. So, what do we do here at Influencer Parenting? We put a focus on actually helping your child deal with the real world emotions that they're going to have, as opposed to protecting them from them. Now again, what I'm not saying is purposefully be mean and nasty to your children. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is I'm not going to tiptoe around them to make sure that I don't hurt their feelings. But what I am going to do is help them sort through the feelings and emotions that we as human beings have every single day of our lives, so they can learn to begin to manage and control those. You know how the old saying goes, give a man a fish versus teach a man to fish? Well, we want to teach our children how to properly handle those emotions. And to be honest, we all know people that don't really have very good skills at handling their emotions, probably because they had a mother that just fed them with, oh, you're the world's best at everything their whole entire life. Which brings me to reason number two why I don't like positive parenting. Positive parenting trains children to get their self-worth and value off of what other people think about them. Let me say that again, because that might actually even hit home for you. Positive parenting trains children that, hey, you get your value from when I say that you've done a great job, as opposed to working with your child on making great efforts on a task. So, for example, let's say that your child comes to you and they say, look, mommy, I drew a picture of mommy, look. And you're like, oh my gosh, that looks exactly like me. That's just the world's best picture. You're just such a good little drawer. As opposed to saying what we would teach is, that is so wonderful that you thought enough of me to draw me a picture. Thank you very much. Do you see how one creates a false reality that they're the world's best drawer, and the other praises the effort and the thought of the fact that they would take time to draw mommy a picture? And if you wanted to take the picture drawing even one step further, you could say, oh, you know what? That is so wonderful. But you know what? You had curly hair there, and you know what? Mom has really long hair. So you know what? Let's draw a picture of mommy with long hair. So for everyone out there that wants to talk about genuine parenting and parenting with connection and all those sorts of things, do you see what I did there? So you want to see this like totally in action? Just go to a little league baseball game, right? And watch a child that hits a home run, and their parents are just going nuts, and everyone's going berserk, and oh, I hit a home run. Oh, you're just the world's best baseball player, right? Well, you know what we would teach here at Influencer Parenting? We would say, great job, Billy, for hitting a home run. You know, I can tell that you brought the bat up slowly. You really rotated your hips. You shifted your weight, and that's why the ball flew so far. You know, if you did that every time and were able to connect like that every single time, we would raise that batting average finally that we've been talking about. And it's still communicating, hey, great job. But I'm actually going to take it a step further and tell you why it was a great job and not just praise the result. Because if you train a child to just simply praise the results of their action, then you're saying, hey, I don't care how you arrive there. I just want you to arrive there. So I want you to get straight A's in school, and I don't care if you cheat or sacrifice your morals and values. I just want the result. The last reason, at least in this video, on why I don't like positive parenting is that positive parenting says you shouldn't be controlling, you shouldn't be demanding. And in fact, we're in this together and we make decisions together. Listen, life is demanding and there are people that are controlling in your life. Think about it, mom. Being a mom is the most demanding job in the free world, right? My wife Greta and I, we have 7 children. She's literally days away from having number 8. And I can tell you, obviously, as you know, that being a mom is ridiculously demanding. So to bring up your daughter in a world where parenting's not demanding or life is not demanding would be doing them a major disservice. So look, if you want to have influence over your children, because again, that's all you're going to be left with someday is your influence. So we want to actually start that type of relationship as early on in parenting as possible. We have to be real with our children. And yes, sometimes we mean that we do things that aren't fun for our children, or we punish them, or we do things they don't like, because that's how life is. Remember, we're training boxers to go in the boxing ring, and we want them to actually have some type of success in the boxing ring and not just get their teeth knocked out and handed back to them on a silver platter. So if you're nodding your head to this beat and you're still watching the video, welcome. You are now an influencer parent. You've just joined the IP fam, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and watch some of our other videos as it develops much more of our thesis. I think that you'll find that you highly agree with everything that we do here at Influencer Parenting, and we'll see you on the next one. And hey, if you like this video, click below and watch our 6-step parenting system that we have at Influencer Parenting. It's going to change your life.